surprise. Lily and her family experienced the joy of Christmas through traditions, gift-giving, and helping others. They create lasting memories and embrace the true spirit of giving and togetherness. Hello, everyone! Today, we are going to share a magical Christmas story called A Christmas Surprise. This story is perfect for beginners learning English. A Christmas Surprise follows Lily and her family's joyful journey through holiday traditions, gift-giving, and acts of kindness, highlighting the true spirit of Christmas and the importance of family and generosity. Let's see what happened. Chapter 1. The Holiday Spirit. In a small, snowy town, Christmas was everywhere. The streets were filled with twinkling lights, and colorful decorations hung in every shop window. Snowflakes fell gently, covering the rooftops and trees in soft white. Children built snowmen in their yards, and the smell of gingerbread filled the air. It was the perfect Christmas town. Lily, a cheerful 10-year-old girl, loved everything about Christmas. She had rosy cheeks, bright eyes, and always wore a red scarf her grandma knitted for her. Lily loved the magic of Christmas and counted down the days until it arrived. Lily lived in a cozy house with her loving family. Her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, worked hard but always made time to make Christmas special. Her little brother Max, who was only 5 years old, loved to follow Lily everywhere. Max adored Christmas too, especially the lights and the sound of jingling bells. They also had a playful dog named Buddy. Buddy was a golden retriever who loved running in the snow and chasing snowballs. Every year, Buddy wore a red and green collar with a tiny bell that jingled wherever he went. Christmas in Lily's house was full of traditions. They baked cookies shaped like stars and snowmen, hung colorful ornaments on the tree, and sang carols by the fireplace. Lily's favorite tradition was decorating the Christmas tree together. They would laugh and tell stories while placing ornaments, and the star on top was always Lily's job. One cold December morning, Lily woke up early. The sun was just rising, and the snow outside sparkled like diamonds. She rushed to the living room, where the Christmas tree stood by the window. It wasn't fully decorated yet, but the lights twinkled like magic. "Christmas is almost here," Lily said with a big smile. She couldn't wait to spend time with her family, give presents, and see the joy on everyone's faces. At breakfast, she told Max about all the things she loved about Christmas. "I love wrapping gifts, singing carols, and eating Christmas cookies," Lily said. Max nodded excitedly. "I like the lights and Santa Claus," he said, clapping his hands. Their mom laughed and added, "And don't forget, Christmas is also about kindness and sharing." Lily nodded thoughtfully. She loved giving gifts to her family and friends. She had already made a card for her grandma and saved her pocket money to buy something special for Max. As the day went on, Lily felt the Christmas spirit everywhere. She helped her mom bake cookies, played in the snow with Max and Buddy, and even helped her dad string lights around the house. The whole town seemed full of joy and excitement, just like her. But little did Lily know, this Christmas would bring a big surprise, one she would never forget. Chapter 2. The Christmas Tree. It was a sunny but cold morning, and the Johnson family bundled up in warm coats, scarves, and hats. They piled into their old red truck, ready for their favorite Christmas tradition, picking out the perfect Christmas tree. Lily and Max sat in the back seat, giggling with excitement. "Are we there yet?" Max asked eagerly as Buddy wagged his tail beside him. "Almost," said Mr. Johnson, smiling as the snowy tree farm came into view. At the farm, rows and rows of evergreen trees stretched as far as the eye could see. Each tree was covered in a light layer of snow, making the scene look magical. Lily and Max jumped out of the truck and ran through the snow, their boots crunching with every step. "Let's find the best tree ever," Lily said, her eyes sparkling. The two children darted from one tree to another, pointing out the tall ones, the short ones, and the ones that looked extra fluffy. Max stopped in front of a small tree. "This one is my size," he said proudly. Lily laughed. "We need a bigger tree, Max." It has to fit all our ornaments. Finally, after much searching, they found the perfect tree. It was tall and full, with strong branches to hold their decorations. "This is the one," Lily exclaimed, clapping her hands. The family worked together to cut down the tree and load it onto the truck. Buddy barked happily, running around them in circles. When they got home, the family brought the tree into the living room. The scent of fresh pine filled the air, making the house feel even more like Christmas. "It's time to decorate," Lily said, running to get the box of ornaments. The family worked together, stringing colorful lights around the tree. Max carefully hung shiny red and gold baubles on the lower branches, while Lily helped her parents with the higher ones. Each ornament had a story. There were candy canes, snowflakes, and little wooden angels. Some ornaments were new, while others were old and full of memories. "Don't forget the star," Max reminded everyone. Lily smiled and took the shining gold star from its special box. Standing on tiptoes, she placed it gently on the very top of the tree. "Perfect," said Mrs. Johnson, stepping back to admire their work. As Lily reached into the ornament box, she found a small, delicate ornament wrapped in soft tissue paper. She carefully unwrapped it and gasped. It was a handmade ornament shaped like a heart, with tiny beads and golden thread. "This is Grandma's ornament," Lily said softly. "She made it a long time ago." Mrs. Johnson smiled. "Your grandma loved Christmas. She made that ornament when I was your age. It's very special." Lily held the ornament close, feeling a warm connection to her grandmother. "I want this one to be in the best spot," she said. She walked to the tree and hung the ornament in the center, where everyone could see it. The heart sparkled in the glow of the Christmas lights, and Lily felt a sense of joy and love. As the family finished decorating, they turned off the room lights and plugged in the tree lights. The room glowed with soft, colorful light, and everyone sat together, admiring the tree. "This is the best tree we've ever had," Max said, leaning against Buddy. Lily nodded, feeling the magic of Christmas all around her. Little did she know, this Christmas would bring even more surprises and memories to cherish forever. Chapter 3: The Christmas List. One snowy evening, Lily and Max sat at the kitchen table with paper, crayons, and markers. The room was warm, and the smell of hot chocolate filled the air. They were writing their letters to Santa Claus, a tradition they looked forward to every year. "I can't wait for Santa to read my letter," Max said, his face glowing with excitement. Lily smiled and began writing. Her handwriting was neat, and she took her time to think about what to say. "Dear Santa," she wrote, "I have been very good this year. I helped my mom bake cookies and cleaned my room every week. For Christmas, I would love a new storybook. I promise to take good care of it." Max was busy drawing pictures of trains on his letter. "I'm asking Santa for a toy train, one that goes really fast and makes a whistle sound," he told Lily. "That sounds fun, Max," Lily replied. "I hope Santa brings it for you." When they finished, they folded their letters and placed them in envelopes. Together, they dropped them into a special mailbox their dad had made for letters to Santa. As Lily lay in bed that night, she thought about her letter to Santa. She was excited about the storybook she wished for, but something felt missing. Christmas isn't just about getting presents, she thought. It's also about giving. Lily remembered how happy her parents looked when they received gifts, even small ones. She also thought about Max and how much he loved surprises. "I want to do something special for my family," she decided. The next morning, Lily shared her idea with Buddy, their dog, while they sat by the Christmas tree. "I'll make a gift for Mom, Dad, and Max. It will be a Christmas surprise," she whispered, patting Buddy's head. Lily began planning her surprise. She thought about what her family loved most. "For Mom and Dad, I'll make a photo album," she decided. She remembered there were many old photos in a box in the attic. "For Max, I'll make a treasure map," she said with a grin. Max loved playing pirate games and pretending to search for treasure. Lily asked her mom if she could use some art supplies. "I want to make Christmas cards," she explained, keeping her real plan a secret. Her mom smiled and gave her paper, glue, and markers. Lily went to the attic with her dad's help and found the box of photos. She sorted through them, picking out pictures of happy moments, family trips, birthdays, and last Christmas. Then she found an old notebook and started arranging the photos inside. For Max, Lily used a large piece of paper to draw a treasure map. She added mountains, rivers, and an X to mark the treasure spot. She even wrote clues for him to follow. Every night, after her family went to bed, Lily worked on her gifts quietly in her room. Buddy stayed by her side, wagging his tail as if he knew it was a secret. As the days passed, Lily felt a warm, happy feeling inside. Making the gifts brought her as much joy as receiving presents. She couldn't wait to see her family's reactions on Christmas morning. On Christmas Eve, Lily carefully wrapped the photo album and treasure map. She placed them under the tree, smiling as she imagined how surprised her family would be. "This is going to be the best Christmas ever," she whispered to Buddy. Lily fell asleep that night feeling proud and excited. She realized that giving from the heart made Christmas even more magical. It was finally Christmas Eve, and Lily's house was full of excitement. Snow fell gently outside, covering the small town in a sparkling white blanket. Inside, the house was warm and cheerful, with twinkling lights glowing on the Christmas tree. In the kitchen, delicious smells filled the air. Lily and Max stood by their mom, watching her bake a big holiday dinner. "Can we help, Mom?" Lily asked. Of course, her mom replied with a smile. "Max, you can stir the soup, and Lily, you can help me roll the dough for the pie." The family worked together, laughing and chatting as they prepared the meal. Their dad carried the roasted turkey to the table, filling the room with its mouth-watering aroma. "Dinner is ready," he called out. They all sat at the dining table, which was decorated with red and green candles. As they enjoyed the feast, everyone shared their favorite memories of past Christmases. "This is the best part of Christmas," Lily said, smiling at her family. After dinner, they gathered in the living room by the fireplace. The fire crackled, and Buddy, their dog, lay happily on the rug. "Can we read Christmas stories now?" Max asked eagerly. "Let's start with your favorite," their dad said, pulling out a book called The Night Before Christmas. He read the story with a cheerful voice, making Max giggle and Lily smile. When the story ended, their mom shared a story from her childhood. "When I was little, we didn't have many toys, but my dad made me a doll from cloth," she said. "It was the best gift I ever received." Lily loved hearing about her mom's memories. "It's like Christmas magic brings everyone together," she said softly. The cozy evening made everyone feel warm and close. Before bed, it was time to prepare for Santa. Lily and Max ran to the kitchen to get cookies and milk. "Santa will love these," Max said, carefully placing the treats on a plate. "What about carrots for the reindeer?" Lily suggested. They added a few carrots to the plate, thinking of the hardworking reindeer who would fly all night. Next, they hung their stockings by the fireplace. Lily's stocking was red with her name written in glitter, and Max's was blue with snowflakes. Their mom had filled the stockings with small treats and notes of love. Max added a drawing he made for Santa. "Do you think Santa will like my picture?" he asked. "I'm sure he'll love it," Lily replied. The family stood together, admiring the decorations and the glowing tree. "This is perfect," their dad said, putting his arms around them. As the evening ended, Lily and Max climbed into their beds. "Do you think Santa is on his way?" Max whispered. "Maybe he's flying over the snowy mountains right now," Lily said with a smile. "Good night, Max, sweet dreams." "Good night, Lily," Max replied, hugging his teddy bear. The house grew quiet, and the glow of the Christmas tree lights softly filled the room. Everyone fell asleep with happy hearts, dreaming of the surprises Christmas morning would bring. Chapter 5: A Magical Christmas Morning. It was still dark outside when Lily woke up on Christmas morning. She blinked a few times, realizing what day it was. "It's Christmas," she whispered excitedly. She jumped out of bed and hurried to wake Max. "Max, wake up. "It's Christmas," she said, shaking him gently. Max opened his eyes and smiled. "Let's go see the presents," he said, hopping out of bed. Together, they ran down the hallway with Buddy, their dog, happily following behind. As they reached the living room, they gasped. The Christmas tree sparkled with lights, and underneath it were beautifully wrapped gifts in shiny paper and colorful ribbons. "Wow!" Max said, his eyes wide with excitement. "Look, Santa came," Lily added, pointing to the empty plate where only cookie crumbs and a few carrot pieces were left. Their parents soon joined them in the living room. "Merry Christmas," their mom said, giving them both a big hug. "Merry Christmas," their dad said, smiling as he handed them their stockings. Lily and Max opened their stockings first, pulling out small treats like chocolate, candies, and tiny toys. "Look, I got a little snow globe," Max said, shaking it and watching the snow inside swirl around. Next, it was time to open the presents under the tree. Lily tore off the wrapping paper from her first gift. "A new book. This is exactly what I wanted," she said happily. Max opened his present and found a shiny toy train. "It's perfect," he exclaimed, already imagining how he would play with it. Their parents exchanged gifts as well. Their dad opened a warm scarf from their mom, and their mom smiled as she unwrapped a box of her favorite chocolates. The room was filled with laughter and smiles as they shared their joy. Buddy even got a gift, a new chew toy, which he happily carried around the room. When all the presents were opened, Lily said, "Wait, I have one more gift." She ran to her room and came back holding a wrapped package. "This is for all of you," she said, handing it to her parents and Max. Her mom carefully unwrapped the gift and opened it. Inside was a handmade scrapbook. Each page was filled with photos, drawings, and little notes. There were pictures of family trips, birthdays, and holidays, along with messages like, "Thank you for always being there," and "I love my family." Her dad flipped through the pages, smiling at the memories. "This is amazing, Lily. You put so much thought into this." Max pointed to a photo of the family playing in the snow. "I remember that day. We built the biggest snowman ever." Their mom hugged Lily tightly. "This is the best gift ever." "Thank you, sweetheart." Lily beamed with happiness. "I wanted to make something special for all of you because I love you." The family spent the rest of the morning looking through the scrapbook and talking about their favorite memories. They laughed at funny stories and felt grateful for all the moments they had shared. "This is what Christmas is all about," their dad said. "It's not just about the presents. It's about the love and joy we share as a family." As they sat together by the warm fire, Lily felt a deep sense of happiness. She realized that giving something from the heart was even more special than receiving gifts. "Merry Christmas," she said, smiling at her family. "Merry Christmas," they all replied, feeling the magic of the day. Chapter 6. The Christmas Spirit of Giving. After their joyful Christmas morning, Lily looked at the cozy scene in their home, the glowing tree, the laughter of her family, and the warm hugs they shared. "I feel so lucky to have all of this," she said. Her mom nodded. "Not everyone has the same blessings we do. Some families might not have gifts or even enough to eat this Christmas." Lily thought for a moment. What if we share what we have? Maybe we can help others have a special Christmas too. "That's a wonderful idea," her dad said. "Let's gather toys, clothes, and anything else we can donate to the local charity." The family got to work. Lily and Max went through their toys, choosing some they no longer played with but were still in good condition. "I think another little boy will love this train," Max said as he added it to the donation pile. Lily carefully picked out books and stuffed animals that she thought other children might enjoy. Buddy wagged his tail and followed them, adding to the cheerful atmosphere. Her parents packed warm clothes, blankets, and food to donate. By the end of the day, their car was filled with items ready to be delivered. The next morning, the family drove to the local charity. Snow fell gently as they parked and unloaded the donations. Inside, the charity was bustling with activity. Volunteers were sorting gifts, wrapping presents, and setting up a small party for children in need. Lily felt a warm glow as she saw the effort everyone was putting into making the day special. A volunteer greeted them with a smile. "Thank you for your kindness," she said. "These donations will bring so much joy to the children." Lily and Max helped carry the boxes inside. Soon, children began arriving with their families. Their faces lit up as they saw the colorful presents under the tree and the festive decorations. Lily watched as one little boy unwrapped a toy truck and squealed with delight. "This is the best Christmas ever," he said. Max grinned. "It feels so good to make someone happy," he whispered to Lily. Their parents exchanged proud smiles, knowing that the experience was teaching their children the true meaning of the season. As Lily walked around, she noticed a little girl sitting quietly by herself, holding a doll she had just received. The girl looked up and smiled shyly as Lily approached her. "Hi, I'm Lily," she said gently. "What's your name?" "I'm Sophie," the girl replied. "This is my new doll." "She's so pretty." "She is," Lily said. "I used to have a doll like that when I was your age. What will you name her?" Sophie thought for a moment. "Maybe Holly, like the Christmas plants." "That's a perfect name," Lily said. They talked for a little while, and Lily learned that Sophie's family had been going through a tough time. Sophie's smile reminded Lily of her own excitement on Christmas morning, and she felt a deep connection to the little girl. Before leaving, Lily gave Sophie a big hug. "Merry Christmas, Sophie," she said. "Merry Christmas, Lily," Sophie replied, her eyes shining with happiness. As the family drove home, the snowy town looked even more beautiful. The twinkling lights on houses and trees seemed brighter, and Lily felt a sense of peace. "I'm so glad we did that," she said. Seeing those smiles was the best gift of all. Her dad nodded. "When we give to others, we also receive something special, the joy of making a difference." Lily thought about Sophie and how such a small act of kindness had made her day brighter. She realized that Christmas wasn't just about gifts and decorations. It was about spreading love and joy to everyone, especially those who needed it most. That night, as Lily went to bed, she whispered a silent thank you for her family, her home, and the chance to share the Christmas spirit. Chapter 7. A Christmas to Remember. The snow outside glistened under the moonlight, and the family gathered around the fireplace. The flames crackled softly, filling the room with warmth and light. The Christmas tree twinkled with colorful lights, and the smell of pine and cinnamon filled the air. Lily snuggled up next to her mom. "This was the best Christmas ever," she said with a smile. Her dad nodded. "It really was." "What was your favorite part of the day?" Max jumped in first. "I loved opening my toy train. And seeing the kids at the charity smiling made me really happy." Lily thought for a moment. "I loved meeting Sophie at the charity. She was so sweet, and I'm glad we could help her family have a happy Christmas." Her mom added, "For me, it was seeing how thoughtful your gift was, Lily. That scrapbook is so special. I loved how we all worked together to make this day magical for others and for ourselves," her dad said. Buddy, their dog, wagged his tail and rested his head on Lily's lap, as if agreeing with them. The family held hands and shared how grateful they were for each other, their home, and the chance to make a difference in their community. Lily had an idea. "What if we make giving back a tradition? Every Christmas, we can do something special to help others." Her dad smiled. "That's a wonderful idea, Lily. We can collect toys, donate clothes, or even volunteer at the charity." Her mom added, "And it's something we can do together as a family. It will make Christmas even more meaningful." Max clapped his hands. "Can we start planning for next year now?" The family laughed, and Lily said, "Yes, Max. We'll start thinking of ways to make next Christmas even more special." They decided to write their new tradition on a piece of paper and hang it on the tree. Lily took out a pen and wrote, "Every Christmas, we will share kindness, spread joy, and help those in need." She hung the note on a branch near the star, where it would remind them of their promise every year. Looking forward to next year, as the night grew late, the family sat quietly, enjoying the peacefulness of the moment. The warm glow of the tree lights reflected in their eyes, and the house felt full of love and happiness. "I can't wait for next Christmas," Lily said softly. "Me too," Max agreed. "But I'm glad we still have time to enjoy this one." Her mom kissed Lily on the forehead. "Christmas isn't just one day, Lily. It's a feeling we can carry in our hearts all year long. Kindness, love, and togetherness. That's what makes it special." Her dad added, "And every time we share those things, we're keeping the Christmas spirit alive." Lily closed her eyes and thought about everything they had done that day, giving gifts, meeting new friends, and celebrating as a family. She felt a sense of peace and joy she would never forget. The snow outside continued to fall softly, covering the world in a blanket of white. Inside, the family hugged each other tightly, knowing that this Christmas was one they would always remember.